using the word submitting, and I don't, that's an interesting definition of that. I think that we're just adhering to things. We're just adhering seems to be, to me, based on what I'm hearing you say, you're just adhering to certain things that's part of who and what you are inside. I've never heard that word submission used in that way, but that's fine. People can use whatever word they want to use. But it sounds like to me that what you're saying is that we all need to be adhering to things. I think like joining with things. I think that when you talk about submitting to your marriage, maybe you're saying, I want to commit, demonstrate my commitment to marriage by being trustworthy, by listening to my partner. This is all of us. This is not just me and you, boys. This is everybody. Like, if you are committed to your relationship, you try to listen to your partner when they talk. You try to understand where they're coming from. You try to ask questions so that you can better get a grasp of what's happening. What's happening here? So it sounds like understanding is what you're saying. It sounds like adhering to your own goals and just living up to what you are. I think there's a lot of other words that we can use. Submission is a really interesting word, but if it works for you, it works for you. I
Right.
just feel like
It works for me, right?
there's a
Because I
bunch of
like it. I think
things
adhering and
there.
committing, there's enough overlap with those words to, for it to
Okay.
work.
Okay.
Submitting means that I've set rules for myself and boundaries and standards that are going to be consistent with the person that I want to be. So
Okay.
no matter what I want to do, submitting in my view means that, when it comes down to me doing what I want to do versus doing what the standard tells me to do, I'm gonna commit to the standard. So
Okay.
submission and commission or committing,
Mhm.
they overlap, right? It's
Okay.
like,
Well,
and I believe everybody, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I believe
fine.
anybody in here who wants to accomplish a goal, I think you have to submit to something or commit to something or adhere to something, whatever you want to label it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta have some type of discipline. It comes back to discipline. That's it. And I think that when I see people who just, like, I'm just gonna say whatever I want, do whatever I want, I'm gonna be me no matter what. Don't nobody want to work with people like that. Nobody wants
Well,
to
no,
marry
I
someone
do.
like that.
I would say that I think that all of us need to be living our life doing all the things that we want to do and being who we want to do. The thing is that what happens when you're stepping outside of who and what you are? What then are you reacting to? So being yourself doesn't mean being abusive. That's not you. That's not the force in you. I think all of us have a force in us that wants to do well. And I think that being who and what you are, do you want to be in a place where you are reactive to everybody? Is that how you want to live your life? Where is that going to get you? Walking around highly reactive, talking about I'm just going to be who I am, that gets you put in jail. So does those consequences work for you? I mean, this is sort of like the thinking about it. Let's just take the labels and the words off of it. Let's just call it, you really should be operating out of love and compassion for other people. And there's so many people, all of us here, there's been moments, and for many of us, much more than other people have lived their lives growing up where there was no love. So how can you give something that you never got when you were younger? How can you give honesty and acceptance and peace and all of the things that are healthy